Now I'm going to prepare the AC supply, which is optional, and the nickel metal hydride battery charger. So for the AC supply, all we have to do is put a different type of connector on the end here, and it comes with a standard DC coaxial plug with 2.1 millimeter inside diameter and 5.5 millimeter outside diameter, which I believe is the same as the Panda board, which is unfortunate because this DC supply is 12 volts and the Panda board would expect 5. So it would be a very bad idea to actually plug this into the Panda board. So we want to prevent that, and we also want to put the correct type of connector on it, which is a Tamiya male connector to connect up to the same input ports that otherwise the battery would connect to. Actually, this is Tamiya male. It has the pins sticking out. So what we'll do is we'll take an inline female barrel jack connector and first solder some pigtails on that, 20 gauge, about 2 inches long, and then we will solder that to the pigtails coming off this Tamiya connector, which we were already installed. We purchased this from Palulu. And then we'll heat shrink the whole thing together so that it's not easily removed or removed by accident from the DC supply. So I'm going to tin my 20 gauge pigtails and the connector here, and one of the reasons that I use these pigtails instead of the ones, the low gauge ones coming off the Tamiya connector, is that they won't fit in the into this housing. So these ones will, and they have sufficient current capacity for what we're doing. I'll just pre-tin the two contacts. The outside is the negative terminal and the inside is the positive terminal. I'll close the strain relief down on 20 gauge wires without crimping too hard. I don't want to damage the insulation. even these out. Now I'll solder them to the larger lead. And then finally I'll attach this new adapter to the DC supply. And I'll put the 3.5-inch piece of 1/2-inch tubing over that connection so that to help prevent it from being accidentally disconnected. Again, we don't want anyone to plug the DC supply into the Panda board by mistake. They use the same connector, but it's the wrong voltage. So that completes the AC supply, which can be used in place of the battery. Now I'll move on to the battery charger. This is the nickel metal hydride charger that comes with the battery. The actual connector that it provides is a Tamiya, full-size Tamiya male connector, but our battery has a mini Tamiya female charging input, so we need to connect this adapter that comes with the charger, and in order to prevent any mistakes with that, I'll heat shrink over that connection. It'd be easier if I do it like this. So this is a 2-inch piece of 1/2-inch heat shrink. Once the connection is made, I'll just place that over there. Shrink that down, and that will help avoid having that adapter removed. The charger also comes with a temperature probe, which should be inserted into the battery during charging. And so we'll install that, and I'll connect these together and heat shrink over that connection as well. This uses a JST connector, which we use in other parts of the robot. We don't want people to accidentally connect one to another. And then finally, just for neatness, I'll place some bands of tape at intervals to connect these two leads together. Hold them together mechanically, because during charging we'll have both the charge supply and the temperature probe connected to the battery. Just using some Kapton tape here. So that completes the charger preparation.